For Angels fans, they have a lot to look forward to, including Shohei Ohtani on the hill and at the plate.
And I want you to show me what maybe is the difference on this side of the plate as a right-handed hitter. You mentioned that you are more of a power hitter on this side. He has great command of all of his secondary pitches to go with that fastball.
We were also hearing the Cubs at 7. He goes 8th to the Minnesota Twins.
Like second or third. It all accumulates into shortstop.
How do you get stronger in that one position to be able to make those hard off-balance throws to first base?
The Los Angeles Dodgers finding themselves in the exact same position they were in 1 year ago against the same team.
I don't even know if Deja Vu by Olivia Rodrigo can explain how this feels.
For Anna Van Broomen, her life is slowly but surely returning back to normal.
We're talking playoffs?
Yeah.
We're talking playoffs?
Eagles trying to move on to the 3rd round of the playoffs for Brooks Lee, and also for Dylan Beavers. It's a day they will never forget.
Merry Christmas to all, and to all, a good night.
The Cal Poly Mustangs coming off a season-opening 35-7 loss to Fresno State. Mind you, that is a very good Fresno State team that currently is facing off against Oregon State. But the Mustangs eyeing their first win of the year in their home opener. It was a wild one, taking on San Diego. Let's go straight to the action. First quarter action we go, and there's a lot of smoke right there. There was a lot of smoke, no breaks early on for San Diego. How about this? Judd Erickson to Real Mitchell, airing it out to Dylan Lawson. That is some trickery right there. 22 yards for the score. It's 7-0. Toreros. Jones airing this thing out to Fairleigh Diehm. It looks like this is going to be a big gain right here, but the ball comes loose. The fumble is recovered by San Diego. Tough turnover there for Cal Poly. Second quarter action, still 7-0. Jones this time, the sack. The ball is loose, and it is recovered by San Diego. Would lead to Lehman's field goal right here. Makes it 10-0 in favor of the Toreros. And then more trickery. This time, Mitchell airing it out for the second time. That's a running back right there, throwing it to his quarterback Erickson. 8-yard touchdown grab, diving in the corner of the end zone, makes it 17-0 in favor of San Diego. So Jaden Jones had enough. Finds Josh Cuevas. Cuevas gets the reception, takes it to the house for 42 big ones, makes it 17-7. Cal Poly trailing. Fourth quarter action we go. It's 24-14. Lehman with a 29-yard field goal. Looks like this game might be put out of reach. It's 27-14, but Jones says, not so fast. Airs it out to Ryan Rivera, 10-yard strike, makes it 27-21. But the Toreros were driving. That is until Erickson picked off by Cole in the corner of the end zone. So Cal Poly's ensuing possession. 4th and 7. They have to convert here, and they do just that. Jones hits Zedekiah Centers, first down. This time Jones airing it out to the right sideline. Finds Chris Coleman, 35 yards for the score, and Cal Poly has their first lead of the day. It's 28-27, but not before Erickson gets picked off here for the major play of the day by Dukes. Cal Poly would sit on the ball. They wouldn't attempt a field goal, so one more opportunity for San Diego would not matter. This time Cole has another interception, and that would do it, folks. Cal Poly wins a thriller, 28-27. The Mustangs are 1-1, and they will take that record to South Dakota next week. Other action around the league, USC taking on Stanford. We go to the second quarter. It's 21-7 USC. Caleb Williams hits Mario Williams, 15-yard strike. It's 28-7. 28-14 now. Travis Dye, the transfer from Oregon, continuing to run it up the gut. Trojans roll past Stanford 41-28. This was another crazy game. Number 1 Alabama on the road at DKR in Austin against the Texas Longhorns. Fourth quarter at 17-16. Bert Auburn hits a 49-yard field goal. So Texas has a 2-point lead, but Bryce Young was the Heisman last year for a reason. Able to escape a sack, and that would lead to this. Will Reichard, a 33-yard field goal, is up and good. Alabama continues to find ways to win. They win 20-19. How about teams that maybe didn't find a way to win? Marshall taking on Notre Dame. Fourth quarter action. It's 19-15. We are Marshall, and Tyler Bucher here is picked off by Stephen Gilmore. 37 yards for the score. 26-15. The onside fails late in the game. We are Marshall upsets Notre Dame. The Crying Irish Irish 26-21. Appalachian State taking on 6th-ranked Texas A&M. Third quarter action tied at 7. Chase Bryce to Henry Pearson, 9-yard strike. Looks like a couple unhappy faces as well because fourth quarter 17-14. Caden Davis with the missed 47-yard field goal. The Mountaineers upset the Aggies 17-14. And of course, to Major League Baseball action, the Los Angeles Dodgers very much going to be in the postseason. They defeat the Padres by a final of 8-4. And Claudia is extremely excited right now because her USC Trojans continue to win.
2 weeks in a row. I have to be celebrating.
It's going to be probably a lot more than 2 weeks in a row, too. This is a good USC team.
Meet Cameron Clapp, a 35-year-old Cal Poly student that will be graduating on Sunday right here at the football stadium. But one way or another, he's found the most unique path to get here by getting hit by a train 20 years ago and losing 3 limbs.
This is unimaginable. Graduating, I was told I would never walk again.
Cameron Clapp was a 15-year-old boy that was underage drinking, leading to the most traumatic moments in his life.
I don't remember my accident. It's probably a good thing because I'm sure it was pretty painful. But man, it was such a transformation.
He lost both of his legs above the knee, lost an arm at the shoulder. Like, really tragic situation.
Against all odds, Cameron battled back.
I'm totally independent. I drive a car, you know, I live by myself.
This guy is just made out of a different fabric.
From swimming and surfing to giving speeches to war veterans and those going through the same trials he faced.
Taking everything that I've been through and to give hope, right, and show it's possible. And now with my graduation coming up on Sunday, that's a whole new part of my story to share.
These kids that have, grown up in Iraq and have a story to tell themselves, very much admired the courage that Cameron has.
And now this weekend, Cameron is graduating from his dream school.
Fast forward, here we are, and I'm walking on graduation with 2 prosthetic computerized legs.
He has been so in awe that he got in, number one, and then to graduate after these 4 years. He really made a big commitment to make it happen.
Clapp lived through the improbable, and now the impossible has happened.
And I'm just so proud of him.
My life today is a miracle.
You might have noticed I used a Vince Scully quote there from the 1988 World Series in which Kirk Gibson made the improbable comeback with a walk-off home run. You could argue this is a more dramatic comeback for Cameron. He will be walking here on Sunday at Cal Poly, and just to be safe, he got a knee replacement earlier this afternoon. Reporting at Cal Poly, Dusty Baker, KSBY News.